Hey folks, Neil McRae here from Domino Pinball. I hope you're well. I hope life's treating you good in these challenging times. Let me just silence Disco Maiden, which I know you all love. Alexa, turn off Iron Maiden. So, and let me turn me on. Today, ladies and gentlemen, today is... Where's the button? There it is. Today, ladies and gentlemen, is a glorious day for pinball. And you're all thinking, what's he got? Avengers? Maybe? No? Deep Root? Come on, everyone knows no one's got Deep Root. Sorry, cheap gag. No, today is a glorious day in pinball because of this. This S. Can we see it? It's the S from Scorbit, or Scorbit. I don't know, I'm from Scotland, I can't pronounce shit. I'm Neil McRae, I'm a pinball player, occasionally qualify for competitions, more often than not. Why this is so big for me is I'm an internet guy. I've plugged everything in, from my toasters on the internet, my fridge is on the internet, my dryer's on the internet, my TV's on the internet, my car's on the internet, and I've connected millions of people to the internet. And my personal purpose in life is to get people connected, because I believe that when you get connected, you get access to socialize, to meet people, to learn things in particular. And it's kind of teach a person to fish sort of thinking. And if you're connected, you've got everything you need to be successful in life. That's my belief. So why I'm so excited about Scorbit is the other passion I've got is pinball, and I'm in the world famous Domino arcade here in the UK. And I hold many events here. I've got about 21 games here of various eras. The oldest, Meteor, glorious game, Stern Electronics, and just phenomenal, to the newest game, Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from Stern again, although a slightly different Stern. Phenomenal game, beautiful artwork, great play, great sound, phenomenal. And we're excited about Avengers, which Stern announced a couple of days ago. And I've got a few WPC games, Williams games. I've got a few remakes. Mostly, I've got my biggest number of games is Stern, Star Trek, X-Men, Walking Dead, slightly older ones, Deadpool, Batman 66, Iron Maiden or Disco Maiden, Guardians, the glorious Black Knight, Sword of Rage, the most underrated game ever made in my view. It's such a good game. It's like you play that game and you're like, you need like a Valium to kind of jack yourself back up, because it's so freaking good. And Stephen and Tim did a tremendous job. So let's get to the point. Scorbit. So back in Indisc 2020, and the only gig of 2020, I'm so glad I went. Jim and Carl and the whole team there did a phenomenal event. I really enjoyed it. Amazing burgers, but a great collection of games. And no, I run events myself, and events are hard to run, so I always try and volunteer no matter what it is, even if it's cleaning the glass or scorekeeping. I always try and help out, because it's hard to run an event, and events, require volunteers. So I was doing a bit of scorekeeping, and it was great to see that they had Scorbit there. And basically, when if you've ever been to a kind of an event like this, you play your game, you kind of damn, I've played rubbish again. You stick your hand up, scorekeeper comes off and enters your score. Well, with this system, it was already there. Score was there, and you just had to check it and hit bang, because they were still testing the system. And then they had screens with the date on. You go online, you could see all the scores, and then I was thinking, this is what I need, because I run events in here, usually match play, about 40 players, and I'm relying upon the players to bring me the scores, which is sometimes not perfect. So if I can take, if you know, given that the scores are digitally held in the pinball machines in electronic land, it's nuts to kind of convert them to analog life land and then convert them back. So anything that kind of bypasses that, I'm up for. And Scorbit is the answer. And I think the team there, and I know Jay a little bit because he's from the internet industry. They've nailed it. That's all I can tell you. They have absolutely nailed this. So you think about it, you're going to put a pinball machine on the internet. That's what this does. And you're first of all, you're thinking, holy moly, there's all these different types of pinball machines from the early SS. You know, I've got one here, Meteor. Meteor's supported on this platform. Brilliant, awesome, because I love classic Sterns. You got Bally Williams from the 80s and 90s. They're supported. You got Stern Sam games and White Star. You know, Lord of the Rings, Walking Dead, X-Men, Star Trek, all supported. Spike 1 games, Ghostbusters, Game of Thrones, supported. And then Spike 2 games, and all of my Spike 2 games, so Guardians, Black Knight, Turtles, Jurassic Park, Iron Maiden, Deadpool, Batman 66, Elvira, which is what's in front of us, Stranger Things, all supported. Clearly no support for Avengers yet. That's just a matter of them getting a hold of one, doing their magic, and bosh. So, in Scorbit, you open it up, and you get this, basically. Hopefully you can see that. It's a board, and it's a bunch of gubbins to connect the board and power it. If you can see on the other screen, you'll see I've actually done what we call a Blue Peter here in the UK. Here's one I installed before, and with Spike 2, it couldn't be easier. It's just so good. You stick the board in the back of the box, and you can see it. If I just interfere with, you can see it here, this thing here, with the blue flashing light. You connect the power down to the Stern power distribution board, and you connect a USB cable into the USB slot where you normally do upgrades. That's it, it's done. Right? Couple of things you need. You obviously need your Wi-Fi password, right? Mine is Jeff Teolis 00 champion. It's not really. I might set one specially up for Jeff if he comes down, which he's welcome to. Him and Marty, great podcast by the way, guys. You need your Wi-Fi password. You need the serial number of the game, and you need the software version that you're running of the game. So with Elvira, it's .99, and the serial number is blah, 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 blah. You get the app out. Oops, where's the app? You get the Scorbit app out, and basically what you do is you add the game, and you create an account, you add the game, you tell the app your Wi-Fi password. You press a button on the Scorbit, it puts it in pairing mode. You put your phone into that pairing mode, it finds it. You then put your Wi-Fi SSID in, and you put your password in. Couple of shakes of a set of castanets, boom, it's online. You then give it the serial number and version of the software you're running. You pop the little SD card out of the Spike board, and at various times you have to turn the game on and off, but the instructions tell you exactly what to do. You pop the card out, you stick it into a card reader, which, this is for Spike 2 specifically, which the Scorbit guys provide. You plug that in, it makes some adjustments to the card, you stick it back in, you power cycle the game, you are online. Your game is online. Done. It literally took me 5 minutes, and 2 of them was finding the key for the back box, which I'd put somewhere. Actually, I had to nick it out of Batman. It is so easy, it's incredible. I was blown away by this, because when you look at all the combination of games, you know, this could be super, super complex. So it is impressive how easy it is. And for the Spike 2 at least, and I've only done a Spike 2 one so far. I've got one for Sam that I'm going to do later on. For Spike 2, it is utterly simple, right? If you've ever added an Alexa to your network, you can do this. If you've ever copied files off a camera or a memory stick, you can do this. It's easy. It's so easy. If you can do it, phone me and I'll help you. And I know you'll never need to phone me because it's so easy. Right, so you've got your Scorbit in, big deal. Oh, your game's on the internet now, so, which for me is like, yes. There's so many wacky things I've built and to plug into the internet. This is just another one. So what does it mean? Well, basically, it means that if you're an operator, so I'm a collector, I'm not an operator. I've got friends who are operators, and if you're an operator, one of the things that's frustrating as hell is when games have got a problem, or someone sticks a 10 pence or a quarter and jams it up in the pub or the venue it's in, just turns the game off. They don't call you because they're too busy, and the first you hear of it is usually when you turn it in, or if you're lucky, someone pings you on email and says, "Oh, by the way, you knew your game's off." So instead of collecting money like your game should be, is collecting dust, Scorbit helps you with that. It will tell you that your game's offline. It will tell you some other information. I haven't got into the operator side of it, but it'll tell you a bunch of other information. And I know the Scorbit guys are adding stuff to that. As a collector or a enthusiast that runs events, all I really want to be able to do is have a 4-player game, grab the scores, stick it in a match play, bosh, go. But also be able to display the scores on screens and stuff for various different games. And actually, there is a module. So I'm using my streaming rig to record this. There's a module where you can stick the scores on the streaming rig. I'm not, which for me, for TNA. So those of you who know me, I've been encouraging my great buddy Scott Denesi, fucking awesome guy, to have a version where the scores come on the screen, so I don't need another camera to capture the scores. That problem is solved with Scorbit, because I can grab the scores from Scorbit and stick them on my stream, and I don't need another camera. So I'm using this, what is my TNA score cam here, to show you a picture of the Scorbit. So that problem is solved, yes. And if you're a streamer, you'll know what I mean. The more cameras you've got, the more pain it is to run a stream. So we're trying to get to this world of two, one that hits me and one that hits the playfield, and you get the odd occasional one where they got hands, or how much you shake your ass when you're playing. Where was I? Yeah, okay. So the Scorbit grabs the score, and this is great. So I'm in the app, and hopefully you can see that. And it knows I've picked my location, which is Domino Arcade. I've picked the game that I want to play, which is Elvira. It's waiting for me to start the game. So I start the game.
Boy, am I glad to see you.
I'm glad to see you too, Elvira. So it knows I've started the game. It's added a score right away. Player 0. If I plunge, I'll try and get some score on this. You'll see the score is starting to add up. Yeah, there's a little bit of lag because this data is bouncing off California, I suspect, and back in the cloud. But 32400, and on the screen 32400. Sorry about that. You can see that the score matches, hopefully. And it knows I'm on ball 2, game in progress, ball 2. Right, awesome. And I'll just kind of go through this. By the way, if you haven't played Elvira, the team who did Elvira and Lyman, fucking great job. It's such a good game. If you haven't played this game, you have missed out. Again, another underrated epic Stern release.
You and your crampy hands just need to leave, sir.
Indeed. It's got great. Go along. You can see that the score is updating as the score updates. It's not exactly on the money because there's internet lag, but for what you need it for, it's easily enough, right? It's easily enough. It knows it's on ball 3. It's awesome. It's awesome. Now you could have someone do this easily, right? But it's easier to have the system do it. It's all digital. Why convert it to humans, and humans get things wrong and scores get mixed up, and And also, you know, and I haven't tested this so far, but if you know, games crash mid-game. You know, we saw at the World Championship last year, and if you can grab the scores, um, you know, you've got an idea of the scores. You know, as a tournament director, many times I've been faced with a game that's got 0-0-0 and they're on their second ball, and you're like, what the hell do you do? This might be a help to that problem. I haven't, as I said, I haven't tested it for that, but I can see a great use for it. Also, it looks like, and again, I haven't tested this, but when Stern, you know, release a new update for this game, the Scorbit will download it and push it straight to the machine as well. Which is, again, if you're a location guy, you know, players are keen to play the latest version. You know, and it's a faff to go and put the memory stick in, especially if you've got a lot of location games. You know, you just think of the gas involved to go sustain your games just for updates. It's significant, I think. More details about it. It costs about $250, depending on when you buy. There is a subscription to be online with the thing. It's, in my mind, for collectors, it's reasonable. I think for operators, I don't know that business well enough, but I know operators in the world of COVID are struggling right now, so that might be something that the Scorbit guys need to think about. But I recommend everyone to buy one and just try it. So I bought two. I've been playing with this one. I've now ordered another dozen or so for the rest of my games that are currently supported. That is one issue at the moment. CGC remakes aren't supported, but they're working on that. JJP games aren't supported, which is a great issue, and to some extent insane because they're so Linux based. I mean, you know, all they probably need is a hook. So come on, JGP, sort it out. So I can get my dialed in plugged into this. It supports Sam, White Star. It supports Meteor. It supports Legacy, Bally, and Williams games, WPC 95, etc. You can go onto Scorbit's website, scorbit.io, and find out. And by the way, I'm not getting paid for this. I've bought these. When people connect things to the net for the greater good, I get excited about it, basically. So, yeah, I'm really pleased about it. It's a great device. Well done to the Scorbit guys. I just thought I'd do this quick video so that people can actually see it, because I think a lot of people are like, what does this do? I think they've you know, this is their first sort of release. I think they'll continue to add stuff over time. You can have scoreboards. So, you know, one of the things I'm going to have here is a screen with all the games on it and the scores, and I'll have it revolve, you know, the top 10 scores. So, you know, if you're a barcade and you've got a community, most barcades have got tight communities. You know, you can have not just the high scores on the game, which, you know, someone like, you know, Keith Elwin comes in and puts 9 million billion on it, and so okay. You can have, like, those of us that just score a million can have our own leaderboards, and you can follow people on the app. You know, if you've got friends all over the world, you can follow it. And also, you know, one day I expect you'll get, you know, if you've got people you follow and you're playing, you know, Stranger Things, you're trying to get the top score, it'll ping you oh, you know, Fred just got the top score. You're like, oh, I need to skive off work so I can go beat Fred on Stranger Things. So, you know, I just see the possibilities of adding to the community on this are fantastic. Pinball vendors, please support this. Trust me, it will help you with sales. It'll help you with stuff. And also, we need a platform that's not vendor specific. So, you know, if JGP bring out your own online thing, that's great for the 3 JGP games that are out there, the 4, but it's not helpful for the other 300. And the great thing about this is the Scorbit guys have fixed the past. You know, Meteor supported, other older games are supported, and that's the big difference that they bring to it. My hat's off to the team for building a device that talks to all of these different devices in so many different ways. So with that, big thumbs up from me. Jay and team, top job. Keep it going. As I said, I've ordered more. Any questions, feel free to put them in the notes and on YouTube, and I'll try and answer them. As I'm a streamer, I stream most Friday nights UK time, roughly about 9:30 till late. I'm streaming tonight. I'm streaming Elvira with this, and I'll put the mod on if you want to see it. But this has got a big thumbs up for me. This is the sort of innovation that pinball needs, as well as on the ball and flippers, where we always need more innovation there. This is great, easy to install, works reliably. It's professional. You just looking at the board, you can see it's been built by professionals, and it's all packaged lovely. And a couple of emails from Scorbit whilst getting this, really quick support. Thanks. That's it from me. Stay safe. Have a great day. Big shout out to everyone in pinball who are doing a great job through this challenging period. That's me. I'm Neil from the Domino Arcade. Bye bye. Subliminal message. Buy more pinball machines. Bye bye, folks.